Okay, we're doing this one now too, because like the way that this post is worded at the beginning honestly sounds so cute. Am I the asshole for giving my granddaughter a DNA test? Is she going to find something out about her parents? Perhaps. The first sentence of the post is why I was like, you're just cute little old lady, aren't you? This is about my granddaughter, Lindsay. Now, Lindsay, 15, has it rough being the middle child, and she looks different from her siblings. I truly was confused how she had blonde, curly hair while the rest of the family has dark hair. I thought genetics was being weird, and I love her. The issue came up when Lindsay told me her parents banned her from getting an ancestry test. I told my son and daughter-in-law that there was something fishy around her birth she needs to know. They denied it and told me to leave it alone. Now, Lindsay is in high school and she went to her biology teacher. To put it bluntly, the teacher said it was odd for her to have some traits. She came to me distressed, asking me to buy a DNA test since she needs to know. Long story short, she is not her mother's kid. No, we can have the long story. Wait, no, we can give me the long story. What? My son got someone else Pergonanante and her bio mom gave her up. This has blown up the family while Lindsay is pissed to being lied to. I'm getting a ton of heat for getting her the DNA test. Now they won't talk to me, which is making Lindsay even more mad at them. She was gonna find out eventually. If you never got her a DNA test, she'd just get it when she was old enough to. She'd just get it when she had enough money. Like, she was already inquisitive. She already knew something was weird. Just tell her. Kids are smart, dude. Kids are smart. They're gonna fucking figure it out. Parent your fucking kids. Sit down, have an honest conversation about what happened, and be honest with your kids. I know, scariest thing in the world, being open with your emotions to your children. Okay, boomer. Edit, because I have answered this multiple times. They were on the other side of the country when she was born, and I met Lindsay when she was about 6 months old. Really not hard to hide the whole thing. And at number 2, I'm confused why a lot of Redditors are treating this like she is 5 and not 15. All I did was buy it. She did all the paperwork and shipped it. It's not hard. Okay. I feel like this revelation wasn't super shocking for the kid. The parents just wanted to hide their shame. Right. Just be open with your kids. Be open and honest. They'll appreciate it and they'll remember that. Like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard, dude. Not the asshole. She did all the work. Her grandmother just supported her. Right. Grandmother just supported her granddaughter. Easy. Did it stir up some shit? Absolutely. Could it have been avoided if these parents actually parented their child and were open and honest about what was going on when the child came to them with questions? Absolutely. Hey, so your birth mom didn't want to raise you, so I stepped up and love you regardless. Not hard to exactly. Like, and what a good like bonding moment to have instead of getting mad at everyone for finding out. Like, what a good moment to facilitate a really good conversation, to really explain what happened and to explain, hey, I love you so much. That's never going to change regardless of who your biological mother is. I will be your mother as long as you want me to. But that's not what they did. They tried to hide it and now they're mad at them for finding out. Like, it's not that serious. Well, I've got our next hole inspector. Am I the asshole for asking my college classmate about her pubic hair? Yes, that's the title. Am I the asshole for asking my college classmate about her pubic hair? 46% asshole, 54% not the asshole. Okay. First of all, go ahead and mark throwaway. Go ahead and mark poo mode because the thread is locked due to an excess of rules violations. This is already spicy as fuck. What is happening in this fucking post? So last weekend at college, my roommate invited a bunch of people into our dorm, a mix of girls and guys, and we were all drinking, and somehow the conversation got to a point where one of the girls, who I know, we're not close friends, but we've definitely had a friendly acquaintance relationship, at least until this incident, asked me if I was circumcised. I felt the question was invasive and personal, so I responded, "What's your pubic hair situation?" Trying to give her a taste of her own medicine so that she would see how it feels to be asked an invasive question about your private area, and my question was less personal than hers. It was about a styling decision, which is done of your own volition and easily changeable, as opposed to something you had no say in and have no way to change. This guy's circumcised. And hopefully realized she had overstepped the line, but instead she just blushed and ran out of the dorm room.
Well, excuse me, princess.
I don't think that alert could have been timed any better. Now, my roommate is mad at me and wants me to apologize to her, but I don't think I did anything wrong here. If she doesn't like having me ask her questions about her private area, she shouldn't be asking me questions about mine. Was I in the wrong here? No. Like, you had an acquaintance relationship. She asked this out of the blue, made you uncomfortable. So you were like, instead of saying, "Hey, that makes me uncomfortable, I'm not comfortable answering that question," you kind of did that by saying, "What's your pubic hair situation?" In a sort of cheeky, "That's not okay to ask, so I'm going to ask you something also not okay to ask." This is strong. You're a guy. You're not supposed to act like that energy. Right. Oh, I can do this, but you can't. Yeah. I think because she took the conversation in that direction. She's the one that initiated that sort of conversation. So he answered in line with the conversation. If you are comfortable asking me if I am circumcised or not, you should be comfortable answering what your pubic hair situation is. If you are comfortable asking me that question, you should be comfortable answering the question in turn. Don't ask anyone something that you wouldn't answer yourself, you know? Why ask the question in the first place? Exactly. That's why. But also, don't dish it if you can't take it. You know what I mean? And that's that on being a switch verse. Yeah, I'm going not the asshole here. Honestly, just don't ask people about their genitals unless you want to f them. Or you can just say, no, in my case, they felt so sorry they added a little extra. This is not the catharsis that we need. But I want, wait. I gotta check for cookies. Hang on. Let me check for cookies. It's in there. This isn't going to be triggering for me, but it is going to hurt on a personal level a little bit. Am I the asshole for telling a social worker the real reason my sister wants a foster kid? If poor foster care is a trigger for you, you may not want to be here for this. How split is this Dickie? 36 asshole, 64 not the asshole. Here we go. Buckle the fuck up, baby. I need to remind myself because I am going to forget midway through the post. I am going to forget. We got here from cookies. Keep that in mind. So this is a throwaway account. While my sister doesn't use Reddit, we have mutual friends that do. I'm 28F and my sister 36F. For the sake of the story, I'll just call Jane. Jane is married to Bob, and they have 2 kids, boy and a girl. My niece and nephew are wonderful kids and no trouble at all. They fight as siblings do, but nothing big. I love them. Now for about 2 years, I did live with my sister. It was a miserable time that really affected our relationship. She saw me as free labor, money, and babysitting. Even when I managed to get a small part-time job, she demanded I hand over nearly half of my money or get out. It was hell, as she took complete advantage of me. I moved out as soon as I could, and we have little contact outside of family gatherings. Now, after I moved out, she started complaining how she has no help with the kids and never gets a break. I babysit sometimes, but I have made it clear just because I am off work doesn't mean I want an 8-hour day with my niece and nephew. Anyway, she started talking about how she wanted a foster kid. Not a kid, but a teenager. I pressed her for more info on this. She wants to adopt a teenager, so she has a live-in babysitter for her kids. Just gonna fester here for just a second so that I don't explode later. This is her logic. I want a kid around 16 or 17. You know, someone who may have been in the system for a while. They can share a room with your nephew. She only has a 3-bedroom house. Or sleep in the garage. They can help me with housework, chores, cook, and help me with my business. She bakes and sells cookies. Literally, Exaggeratan. I can't handle parenting my children. I should get more children and make them do it. The foster system is already such a bleak, disgusting mess. This is disgusting to read. Also, babysit the kids so me and Bob can go out sometimes or have some alone time. They'll be so grateful for a home and won't complain. I won't have to pay them at all. That's slavery. That's literally child labor and child slaves. And then when they turn 18, I can just sign up for another foster kid. A teenager will be so much easier than a little kid. They will be grateful just to have a roof, food, siblings if they have been separated from their real ones and clothes. Right. Have you ever met a teenager? If you treat them like a slave, you are going to be in for a rude fucking awakening. Welcome to the rebellious teenage years. You ain't getting fucking shit, babes. That kid has 1 or 2 years until they are out of the foster care program that people like you are rampant in. They ain't gonna fucking listen to you. They're gonna be like, yeah, another year and I'm out. I ain't being your fucking live-in slave. I don't fucking think so. Yeah, she belongs to the not fit to be responsible for anyone ever list. Real. What makes you want to adopt? You know, Cinderella, I always wanted to be the evil stepmother. I was horrified. Told her it was a horrible idea. She didn't listen to me. She went on with it anyway. About a month ago, a social worker showed up at my apartment to ask me some questions about my sister. Thank God. Social worker W right here. Holy shit. Because you know she's fucking lying. You know she's lying her ass off on these forms and during this whole process. She had put me down. Oh, a social worker showed up at my apartment to ask me some questions about my sister. She had put me down as a character witness or something like that. Get fucking fucked on. I immediately told the social worker why my sister really wanted to foster a kid and how she treated me when I lived with her. The lady thanked me. My sister called crying, saying that she wouldn't be considered for any adoptions or fosters. The social worker told her that they felt her home and her weren't a good fit. She asked if I said anything, and I told the truth. She went off on me, hung up, and we haven't spoken since. She has sent some angry texts. A couple family members are on her side? Cut out your whole family. Cut out your entire family. Well, you know what? I bet she's absolutely twisting the narrative to the rest of this family 100%. They think foster kids are fucking dogs or something and would be so happy just to have a roof and would gladly do all the housework. So am I the asshole here? Edit. So wow, I didn't know my post blew up like this till I got home from work. Thank you everyone for the kind words, messages, and rewards. Remember, no child is in control of the circumstances that may have landed them in the foster care system. They are children and they are human. They deserve a loving home and care. Do right by a foster kid, and thank you again. Feel free to message me or chat if you'd like. Good OP. God damn. The entirety of that post was getting me so fucking angry at OP's sister, but that edit really, that was the capstone that I needed for Hole Inspector today. I was like, this was not a good one to end on. This was not the catharsis that I needed after all the absolute bullshittery today. Right, Dark Legend, we got here from cookies. We got to this post from cookies, dude. Cookies. Chadwick von Brussels Sprouts. My sincerest apologies for my comment at the banquet yonder evening. It is with a grave condolence that I pen you this apology on this day, as when I said if I wanted an asshole's opinion, I would have farted. I regret my choice of words in this night, as I should have just called you a fuckhead, dumbass piece of shit to your face, and had my fill of the banquet bounty. Sincerely, fuck you.